Consumer Reports just tested every major EV on the market, and only 10 of them came back with scores this clean. 10 cars that owners report almost zero problems with, month after month, year after year. I went through the entire dataset so you don't have to, and honestly, a few of these results surprised me. Here's something a lot of shoppers don't realize until they're already 3 years into ownership. EVs fail in ways gas cars never had to worry about. It's not the engine, it's the software freezing mid-drive. It's the battery losing capacity faster than promised. It's charging ports that refuses to talk to a public charger on a road trip. Consumer Reports tracks exactly these problems, pulling real complaint data from real owners, not marketing brochures. And out of everything on sale right now, 10 vehicles pulled far enough ahead of the pack that they deserve their own list. These are the EVs that have earned the right to be boring, in the best way possible. Let's count them down from 10 to 1. Number 10. Subaru Solterra. We're starting with a car that isn't trying to impress anyone with a spec sheet. The Solterra is a Subaru and Toyota's answer to a simple question: what if the electric SUV didn't have to be exciting to be good? No wild acceleration numbers, no flashy tech gimmicks, just a straightforward crossover built around practicality and everyday usability. The 2026 model backs that up with real improvements. Fast charging now takes it from 10 to 80% in roughly 28 minutes. And range has climbed to as much as 288 miles thanks to standard symmetrical all-wheel drive, a feature most rivals in this price range don't even offer. Subaru also added a battery preconditioning system specifically to keep charging speeds consistent in cold weather, which is exactly the kind of unglamorous engineering that keeps owners happy in January. Pricing starts at $38,495, and Subaru backs the value proposition with standard EyeSight driver assist technology and a driver monitoring system designed to catch distraction before it becomes a problem. Power ranks the Solterra number 1 for projected resale value among electric SUVs, a detail that quietly supports the reliability story, because resale value tends to track how few problems owners actually report. The Solterra isn't going to dominate headlines, but predictable, no-surprises ownership might be its biggest strength, and that's exactly why it opens this list. Number 9. Ford Mustang Mach-E. Number 9 had a rough start, and I'm not going to pretend otherwise. Early Mustang Mach-E owners dealt with real growing pains, software glitches, infotainment freezes, and the kind of first-generation hiccups that made early adopters nervous. Ford heard it. Since then, the company has spent years refining the platform. The current Mach-E lineup delivers up to 328 miles of EPA estimated range, a 3.3 second 0 to 60 time on higher trims, and Ford backed it up in 2026 by earning the number 1 spot for initial quality among mainstream brands from J.D. Power, plus the best ownership experience among mainstream EVs. That's not a small claim. That's Ford saying directly that they fixed what was broken. Buyers can choose between 73 kilowatts per hour standard range battery or an 88 kilowatt-hour extended range pack, with output climbing from 264 horsepower on the base rear-wheel drive setup all the way to 370 horsepower on the extended range all-wheel drive version. The Mach-E of today is a genuinely more mature vehicle than the one that first hit dealer lots, and more recent reliability data reflects that improvement. Number 8. BMW i5. Number 8 proves that luxury and dependability don't have to cancel each other out. The i5 is BMW's answer to the modern electric sedan. Up to 310 miles of range, 335 to 389 horsepower depending on trim, and every piece of tech you'd expect from a flagship BMW. From the curved display to hands-free highway driving through Highway Assistant. Consumer Reports has praised the i5's overall performance and driving experience, while placing its predicted reliability right around the average mark for the segment. Pricing starts at $67,100 for the eDrive 40 and $70,100 for the xDrive 40, and BMW backs both versions with an NACS charge port for direct Tesla supercharger access, plus a discount program through IONNA that knocks 20% off charging sessions for new customers. Combine that with strong comfort, genuine performance, and BMW's increasingly mature EV engineering, and the i5 becomes one of the most complete premium electric sedans you can buy today. Number 7. BMW iX. Number 7 takes everything about the i5 and turns the ambition up several notches. The iX is a full-size luxury SUV loaded with sophisticated electronics, up to 536 horsepower in the xDrive 60, a 4.4 second 0 to 60 time, available air suspension, rear-wheel steering, and a cabin wrapped in glass and screens. On paper, this is exactly the kind of complicated, feature-stuffed vehicle that should be a reliability nightmare. And yet, Consumer Reports data puts its predicted reliability around average, right alongside far simpler vehicles. A fully configured iX xDrive 60 can climb past $96,500. And at that price, BMW leans on what it calls shy tech. Sensors and cameras built directly into the illuminated kidney grille, so the technology stays out of view until it's actually needed. The available panoramic eclipsing roof stretches across the entire ceiling. It can switch from clear to shaded at the press of a button, and buyers who want sharper handling in tight spaces can option integral active steering, which adds rear-wheel steering for easier maneuvering. Even with all that packed in, cargo space remains generous, enough for genuine family use, not just weekend errands. For something this ambitious, this loaded with tech, simply being dependable is genuinely impressive. Number 6. Toyota BZ. Number 6 leans on one of the most trusted names in the entire automotive industry. Toyota took criticism for showing up late to the EV race, and honestly, some of it was fair. But Toyota didn't build its reputation by rushing. It built it over decades of prioritizing durability over flash, and that philosophy is finally showing up in its electric lineup. The refreshed BZ now delivers up to 314 miles of EPA estimated range, DC fast charging that takes it from 10 to 80% in about 30 minutes, and an 8-year 100-mile battery warranty on the components that matter most. The lineup starts at $34,900 for the XLE trim. It tops out around $43,300 for the Limited with available all-wheel drive and X mode, giving the BZ real confidence in rain or snow by modulating brakes and power delivery automatically. Cargo space runs up to 27.7 cubic feet behind the rear seats, and Toyota added adjustable regenerative braking with paddle shifters so drivers can dial in exactly how much the car slows itself when you lift off the accelerator. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 comes standard across the range, which is part of why this feels like a car built by people who've been solving reliability problems since long before EVs existed. Toyota wasn't first to the EV race, but slow, methodical, reliability-obsessed engineering has a way of paying off, and the BZ is proof they're playing the long game, and playing it well. Before we continue, hit the subscribe button to stay connected with us and learn more about EVs. Number 5. Volkswagen ID.4. Number 5 is a car with a redemption story. Early ID.4 owners dealt with genuinely frustrating software bugs, glitchy touchscreens, inconsistent connectivity, the kind of issues that make an EV feel unfinished. Volkswagen didn't abandon the platform. They spent years grinding through fixes. The current ID.4 delivers up to 291 miles of range, a 12.9-inch touchscreen, standard IQ Drive safety technology, and it now includes a 2-year Electrify America Pass Plus membership, plus access to Tesla superchargers through an adapter. That's a completely different ownership experience than what buyers got when this vehicle first launched. Starting MSRP is at $45,095, and Volkswagen backs every new ID.4 with carefree coverage, which includes complimentary scheduled maintenance for the first 2 years of ownership, on top of the standard warranty. The IQ Drive suite bundles together the safety-enhancing driver assistance features owners actually use every day. And the available black package adds visual distinction without touching the mechanical side of the car, which keeps the reliability picture clean. The ID.4 is proof of something worth remembering. Don't judge an EV forever by its earliest model years. Number 4. BMW i4. Number 4 takes an approach that's almost contrarian by EV standards, and it's working. Rather than reinventing the wheel with an all-new platform, BMW built the i4 around engineering closely related to its proven combustion-powered sedans. That decision alone is a big part of why this car earns its spot on the list. Consumer Reports has reported average predicted reliability for the i4, and BMW proudly points to recognition from Consumer Reports as one of the most reliable electric cars on the market. On top of that dependability, the ID.4 delivers real driving character, up to 333 miles of range on the eDrive 40, and a genuinely sharp, engaging drive that most electric sedans simply can't match. Pricing starts at $57,900 for the eDrive 40 and climbs up to $62,300 for the xDrive 40. And buyers who want more performance can step up to the i4 M60, which pushes output past 500 horsepower for a 0-60 time in the mid 3-second range. It turns out that familiar, well-proven engineering can be one of the smartest things you can put inside a brand new EV. Number 3. Tesla Model 3. Model 3 has something almost none of its competitors can claim: time. The Model 3 has been in production for close to a decade now, and Tesla has built millions of them. That kind of scale gives us something rare in the EV world: years of real-world data on battery degradation, drivetrain durability, and long-term ownership that newer competitors simply haven't had the chance to accumulate yet. The current Model 3 delivers 321 miles of EPA estimated range on the rear-wheel drive version, charges up to 170 miles in just 15 minutes on a supercharger, and comes backed by an 8-year 100,000-mile battery and drive unit warranty. Tesla has also climbed significantly in Consumer Reports' latest brand reliability results. The Model 3 starts with lease offers as low as $379 a month, and the simplicity that keeps costs down is part of what keeps reliability high. A focused interior, a minimalist dashboard, and a design philosophy that prioritizes ride quality over unnecessary complexity. With 24 cubic feet of cargo space and a 5.8-second 0-60 time on the base rear-wheel drive version, the Model 3 doesn't feel like it's sacrificing anything to earn its reliability numbers. The Model 3 has gone from an EV experiment to one of the most proven electric cars on the road, and the data now backs that up. Number 2. Lexus RZ. Number 2 doesn't win on paper, it wins on trust. The Lexus RZ isn't the range dealer in this segment, and it's not the fastest charging option either. There are competitors that beat it on nearly every spec sheet category, but reliability tells a completely different story. Consumer Reports identified the RZ as the second most reliable EV in its latest reliability survey, a result that lines up with everything Lexus has built its reputation on. The RZ shares its underlying engineering with the Toyota BZ, and it wraps that dependable foundation in genuine Lexus luxury: a whisper-quiet cabin, premium materials throughout, and up to 301 miles of manufacturer estimated range. The RZ lineup actually spans 3 distinct powertrains, starting at $47,395 for the front-wheel drive 350e with 221 horsepower, moving up to the 450e AWD with 308 horsepower, and topping out with the 550e F Sport, which pushes 402 horsepower and hits 60 miles per hour in just 4.1 seconds, while still wearing the same reliability first engineering underneath. Every RZ comes with Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 and the full Lexus Care Ownership Program, which includes roadside assistance and exclusive event access baked into the price. Lexus even lets shoppers test an RZ for up to 48 hours through its extended test drive program, which says a lot about how confident the brand is in what owners find once they actually live with the car. Lexus may not have built the most exciting EV on this list, but they appear to have built one of the safest bets for long-term ownership. And coming in at number 1, Tesla Model Y. And here we are, number 1. After years of criticism about Tesla build quality, this is the result that genuinely surprised me most. The Model Y was identified as the most reliable EV in Consumer Reports' latest survey. Let that sink in for a second. The best-selling electric vehicle in the world is now also the most reliable one, according to the same organization that spent years flagging Tesla's quality control issues. The current Model Y delivers 321 miles of EPA estimated range, up to 74 cubic feet of cargo space, and access to a supercharger network with a reported 99% uptime, meaning you're far less likely to get stranded in a Model Y than in almost any other EV on sale. Add in an 8-year 100-mile battery and drive unit warranty, and a drivetrain with roughly 20 moving parts compared to the 1,000 plus in a typical gas engine, and you start to understand why reliability compounds here. Pricing starts around $61,990 for the newer Model Y L Premium, and Tesla backs the lineup with a 5-star government safety rating along with a claim to being the most efficient electric SUV sold in the US, which matters for reliability because a car that isn't straining its battery pack tends to age better than one that is. Interior practicality is a genuine strength too, up to 74 cubic feet of total cargo space, heated front seats standard, and features like camp mode and pet mode that keep the cabin climate controlled, whether you're car camping or just running into a store. None of that is flashy on its own, but stacked together, it explains why a car this popular is also turning out to be this dependable. Combine all of that with its efficiency, its mass installed base, and a drivetrain that's now had years to mature, and the Model Y has evolved from simply being the world's most popular EV into one of its strongest reliability performers too. The EVs that earn owners' trust aren't necessarily the ones chasing the biggest horsepower number or the flashiest tech demo. They're the ones built by companies willing to admit early mistakes and actually fix them. Ford with the Mach-E, Volkswagen with the ID.4. If you're shopping for an EV right now, that's genuinely good news. You don't have to gamble the way early adopters did. So tell me, does this ranking match what you or someone you know has actually experienced owning one of these? Or is there a car here you'd argue doesn't belong? Drop it in the comments, and if you want more breakdowns like this one, subscribe. There's a lot more of this data still to dig through.